Hey guys, how you doing? Man, what a day it's been. It's been pretty busy. It's like I don't know, 10 o'clock, maybe something like that. I've been kind of wanting to make this video since I really started this channel. Explain some of the things that I saw when I was doing some research. As I mentioned before, I'm doing dumpster rentals and junk removal, so the whole gambit. And I've been kind of trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. Is it a dump trailer for junk removal? Is it dumpsters for the dumpster part, obviously? Well, and I could do dump trailers for the dumpster rental. So it got me thinking about some of the different business models, excuse me, that I've seen on YouTube. We've got Josh down in Dallas running the dumpsters. We got let's see, Justin out in Wisconsin running dumpsters, right? Different model, same business. We've got Steve Conway down by Boston. He's pretty close to me. He's pretty much a neighbor. And Matt and JoJo out in California. You know, everybody's watched their videos. They're great. They're so full of energy. But once again, it's a different model. So there's two dumpster guys, two junk guys. And there's so many more. There's, you know, Craig DZ, Martin Extraordinaire, so many other great personalities, great businesses. But I kind of looked at two completely different dumpster models and completely two different junk removal business models. Oh, there's my cat. I'm sure my dogs will be here soon. Anyway, so I kind of looked at what they were doing, how they were growing, so on and so forth. We'll kind of start off, you know, you got Josh down in Dallas with American AF dumpsters. Started off with cargo trailers, jumped into dump trailers, into roll-off trailer. Now he's doing a hook lift. Just bought a new Mac. Man, that guy is doing phenomenal. And his model has changed. You know, he started out with doing some, excuse me, get out of here. Oh, I'll have to edit that out. All right, here we go. So he started out with, or he changed in the middle and sold all of his equipment, I believe, and went hook lift. So he started out with a roll-off trailer, non-standard rail. He eventually decided he wanted to go hook lift, and he sold all that off and went hook lift. That's great. He's doing amazing. Just bought his second truck. I believe it was a brand new Mac. Dude, that's where I want to be. But then again, you've got Justin, Life's Apprentice, up in Wisconsin, and he bought a dumpster business. I'll say that. However, he has grown that business. You know, he bought a seed and he's really grown that into a mature plant. He's just, but he's sticking with the bumper pull roll off trailers. Okay. Now at first I was thinking, geez, why isn't he scaling up? Why isn't he going hook lift? But then I realized that he's got almost 40 dumpsters, or maybe over 40 now. I don't remember. I don't keep track of that. That's what makes him the money. Does the truck make him money? Not necessarily. It's the dumpsters, right? He's renting out those dumpsters. He's not renting out the truck. So I believe he did buy another standard rail roll-off trailer. So he's got two standard rail Nedlands, I believe, a bunch of different cans. God, he's doing such a great business. And he's in the same type of environment that I'm in. I'm in Maine, and we get good whiskey and coke. So we get winters just like Wisconsin. So I follow him pretty pretty regularly, pretty consistent. I want to see what his winters look like, how he's dealing with the snow, how he's dealing with maybe some business slowdowns, so on and so forth. So there's two different dumpster rental models that are, they've grown and they've scaled very differently. I have so much respect for both of them in what they're doing and how they've decided to scale their businesses different, okay? So on to the junk removal side. Junk removal, I'm doing it with a dump trailer right now. I think that that's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass. I think that switching trailer to trailer is gonna be kind of a pain. So do I keep one dumpster out of rotation in order to use it for junk removal? I don't know. I'm not really sure about that. Do I dump the roll-off trailer, grab my dump trailer when we're gonna do a big job? Once again, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that story. I've been trying to figure it out. And not a lot of guys do dumpster rentals and junk removal. And if they do, they don't publicize it on YouTube. So Steve Conroy down in Boston, or just outside of Boston really, he has a switch and go. So that's how he scaled up. Does junk removal. And I believe he said in one of his videos that he's not renting them out. He's using it for junk removal. So I kind of want to do the opposite. Do I want to, but maybe do I want to follow his model a little bit? I could hire a crew. I could drop a dumpster at a clean out, let them clean that out and treat it as a dumpster rental. I'm not really sure. So the thumbnail says, who has the best model. And I really wanted to do this video because there's so many people out there looking for, me included, originally, they're looking for the blueprint. There is no blueprint. There's no right or wrong in this business. It's what can you afford? All right, how can you start? Are you starting with a cargo trailer, like Josh did down in Dallas? Are you starting with a pickup? Just a pickup. I think it was a Toyota, right? Matt and JoJo. That's how they started, and they're freaking killing it, right? But they didn't scale up necessarily more trucks, more for crews or anything like that. I know they hired a guy who's a really good addition to their videos. It's really good. But what's to say that any of them are wrong or right or anything? So I see a lot of guys in these forums, they jump on there and they're like, hey, should I get a hook lift? And everybody says, you should definitely go, or I'm sorry, jump on there and, should I get a trailer and whatever? And everybody always says, hey, you should go hook lift, right? Hook lift only standard rail. Well, I'm going to tell you, Clayton, he's killing it. All right, rolling operations. He's killing it with the Max XD, right? Not standard rail. He just bought another Max XD trailer. And he's doing basically just like Life's Apprentice up there in Wisconsin. He's sticking with the roll-off trailer, right? He didn't go hook lift. So I don't think either one of them is wrong. So if you can start out with a cargo trailer that you buy for, $1,000 or whatever it is, and then you scale that based on your need. So that trailer makes you money. It's a tool. So I'm a diesel mechanic by trade, and sometimes those nice tools, those nice snap-on tools are worth it. But then sometimes Harbor Freight does the trick, and I don't know. I'm not sure where I'm going to end up at, but I'm going with a Raw Max roll-off trailer, 4 cans, 15 yards. I'm going to actually see if one of my old bosses can weld on a really professional looking extension riser, if you will, to get me up to 20 yards. I think I got to do a 2-foot extension. We'll see. We'll see what that looks like. I'm gonna have it painted or powder coated, or whatever I can get done. But I want my equipment to look good. Okay. And as far as the business model, I'm taking those 4 right there. I'm taking Josh from American AF. I'm taking Justin, or Life's Apprentice, from Wisconsin. 2 dumpster guys. I'm taking Steve down in Boston. I'm gonna use some of his model, and I'm gonna use some of Matt and JoJo's model. And Craig DZ, I'm gonna use some of his too. I like some of what he's doing. I like everything what he's doing. I don't know how he plans on scaling, coming up in the future, but we'll see. So I'm gonna start out with 4 cans, 4 15-yarders. I'll still have my dump trailer for junk removal. I may move into a junk truck with that, that junk removal body. But I really like what Matt and JoJo did with the lift gate, because I'm getting old. I can't lift it up that high. My dump trailer works pretty good, and I think that the roll-off bins are going to work pretty good for that too. So if I'm not busy, I'm probably going to use the bins, the dumpsters for junk removal. They're relatively low to the ground, kind of like my dump trailer. Worst case scenario, I get my dump trailer. So now let's look at the software. You've got, I believe, Josh from American AF. He started with Docket and switched to DRS. I watched that video. Okay, great decision for him. I believe Justin, Life's Apprentice, I believe they're still using Docket. And I'm gonna start with Docket. Really the reason being is because DRS is too expensive. I don't know. I don't necessarily need the website. I've got Lewis doing my website up in Canada. Great guy. If you have any question about doing your own or hiring somebody to do it, talk to him. I thought I could do my own. I went to GoDaddy. It looked okay, but it did not get me anywhere on Google. I'm going to tell you that. And Lewis he's been doing a phenomenal job. He's got a questionnaire that made me feel like I was back in college writing a essay paper. So, but yeah, check him out. I'm going to start out with Docket, like I said, because it's a little cheaper. And I think if I have to migrate over to DRS as I get bigger, as I scale, then so be it. I mean, Josh did it, and it didn't hurt him. It doesn't seem like so. Maybe there's some learning curve difference there, but we'll see. So, whose business model's best? I don't know. I really don't know. American AF and Life's Apprentice, right? Greenhead, 2 different areas. Can't be the same model, right? It's 2 different people, 2 different areas of the country. Same thing with Josh, or not with Josh, with Steve down in Boston, Matt and JoJo out in California. I mean, it's different, right? The junk's different, everything's different. So no model, if you're looking on YouTube to find the business model that will set you up for success and get you into this business, it's not going to happen. You got to build your own business model. You got to grind and hustle, like everybody says. You got to get out there. You got to make the money. You got to do whatever it takes to make the money. All right. And remember that your trailers and your trucks and all that, they're tools. Okay. Do you need the best tool for a dump trailer? Maybe, maybe not. Do you need the best roll-off dumpster trailer? You make up your mind, right? Do you need the best software? Do you need the the best shovel? I don't know. Only you can really answer that. And the people that are reaching out and they're asking, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What they're looking for is validation. They want somebody to validate that, yes, it's okay to start with a non-standard rail roll-off trailer because you're starting. And that's all that matters, all right? Josh Roman down Dallas, he taught us that. He started with a cargo trailer. All right, and there's a lot of other people on YouTube that start with cargo trailers with pieces of plywood and that they got from jobs, right? So they're building up some stuff, and they're actually doing pretty well. So I guess that's all I have. Just nobody's got the best model. Please stop looking for it. Start building your model. Start looking at what's going to work for you in your area with your budget. All right. Try not to take on too much debt. And it all depends on your hustle. So, all right. And I keep forgetting to say this. Hit that subscribe. Hit the like. Do all that other stuff so that I can get some more views here on the YouTube.